What's up, dudes? It's your bestest buddy in the whole frickin' galaxy, Urban Blaster, playing some Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. It's that free-to-play mobile game because I don't pay for this shit. And today in this video, we're going to be taking a look at Grandmaster Yoda. He's all Zetaed out because I'm rolling with my homie Ewokin from Team Instinct. He's on the line with us. What's up, Ewokin?
How's it going, Urban?
It's going pretty good, just excited to check out this Yoda of yours. He has the two Zeta mats going on. How long did it take you to get those?
No, he only has one on his unique. I did not Zeta his leader.
Okay, that's good to know. I didn't check that out. Um, but that's good because probably because he doesn't make. There's better leaders out there, right?
I did Qui-Gon Jinn originally, so kind of went down the Jedi path.
Okay, how's the? I saw you're in the number one spot today in your arena.
Yeah, for now. There's a bunch of European guys about to move up.
Do you do you guys kind of alternate out there like a deal where you get a one day, or do you just try to frickin' take it all from those dudes?
Uh, I generally let the European guys. I don't bother battling with them. There is one guy at my payout that I got to screw with sometimes.
Oh yeah, I did. I was looking at the meta reports, and I also noticed that you're making the numbers out there because you're rolling with a General Kenobi, and there's only 13% of the dudes rolling one without there. There's about 100. It was at 115, and today it dropped down to 113. I don't know what the frick that's all about. And then you're rolling with the Qui-Gon Jinn lead. There's only 3% out there. You're one of the frickin' few doing that. There's 23
Yeah,
dudes.
kind of foolish, and it really isn't possible without Kenobi.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing with the now that we're seeing a lot more Jedi's out there. And then there's a 2% of Yoda usage, so I'm guessing there's only a 2% of them who have actually gone through and did the Zeta.
There's actually a couple guys that did Qui-Gon Jinn on mine that are also running Yoda without the Zeta. So
I guess that makes sense with his leadership skills, and if you got Kenobi too.
yeah, it helps when you're playing the Empire teams for sure.
And so with Yoda, he's also good in the raid, right?
He's so-so. I mean, after seeing what one of my guildmates did in Phase One the other day, it's really seems like a poor investment
Oh,
in
okay.
his Zeta, but you know, bit the bullet. I'll live with it.
So he's primarily for arena then, if you were to roll
Uh,
with them.
I mean, he works either way. He's not gonna get you anything extraordinary, but I kind of favor Jedi, so I mean, I don't have that much buyer's remorse.
That's good, 'cause those Zetas, they're not easy to get.
No, they take a while.
But let's go take a look at Yoda, Grandmaster Yoda from Ewokin.
Granddad, got hit in the neck with a hacky sack. Where'd it come from?
Okay, dudes, here we are. It's Grandmaster Yoda, that light side Jedi support. He's the Master Jedi support that can replicate enemy buffs and share them with allies. He takes the green off his head and puts it on yours. But as you can see, this one was, as I said, it's provided by Ewokin from Team Instinct. Hey, Ewokin, is it just me, or does Yoda look like a hairless cat upright in a frickin' robe?
I don't think that's the way I describe him, but I'll go with it for this instance.
It is a little creepy, but I could get look past that. But yours is at a power level of 9800, and he has a plethora of frickin' abilities. Let's take a look at the Ataru. That's his basic. That's when it deals physical damage to a target enemy. If that enemy has more than 50% health, Yoda gains 40% turn meter and a foresight for 2 turns. That's pretty good right there, but you gotta check out their green health bar. If it's more than 50%, that's when you want to do this thing because you'll bump down the turn meters. So, oh, you'll gain turn meters. It's his other one that bumps it down. But that's pretty good because he's getting the evasion. And then he has the Master Stroke, that's his special. This thing deals special damage to all enemies. In addition, for each positive status effect an enemy has, Yoda gains that effect for 3 turns. But if it's a unique green above their head, it won't copy. Maybe that's why I always get pissed when I use this one, 'cause it must be a unique one, 'cause I'm like, that thing didn't even do anything.
Yeah, if you're trying to do it against like Boba Fett, you're shit out of luck.
What about that dude Grievous? Does he in the raid? Does that triangle above his head
Oh
a
yeah, you can't
unique?
steal that. No.
Because then that's my problem on there. Because all this time I've been like frickin' saying, why doesn't it take that green? And then I give it to everybody.
Yeah, no. In order to get rid of that, you need to dispel it with like Qui-Gon Jinn or prevent it from coming up with Anakin,
Okay, yeah, Anakin. 'Cause he has the immunity, the the
the buff
buff. Yeah.
immunity. Yeah.
Um, what about the Master Stroke? When's the best time to use that? Usually if they have like offense up or something.
To be honest, I don't often use that ability. I stick to his basic to keep him going quicker to get to his battle meditation quicker.
Oh, okay, 'cause you don't use the battle meditation right off the bat to bump up tenacities.
I do.
Oh,
I
okay, now
use
that's what you mean. You like use his basic to get it quicker to refresh.
yes, yes.
Okay, then he has the Unstoppable Force. That's his other special. This is when he deals special damage to a target enemy with a 70% chance to remove 70% turn meter. If that enemy had less than 100% health, they're also stunned for a turn. This one's pretty good. It's the cooldown's 4 and this thing's max, so that's what makes this one tough to use because it's just because I always think anytime I hear turn meter down, I'm like, could I use this in the Rancor? But I think this thing would have too bad of a cooldown rate, right?
I mean, it works, but it's not consistent like Tebow or Jin or someone along those lines. Rex.
Oh, okay, so it's yeah, and you'll see that was noticing that when I was doing the tank raid last night that I was taking away some pretty good turn meter with them on there.
Yeah, it comes in handy if you can time it correctly.
Then he has his but that's where you have the wait, we just looked at. Okay, so next is his other specialty, battle meditation. This is the one where Ewok has that Zeta on, but this is when Yoda gains tenacity up and foresight for 2 turns, then grants each other ally every positive status effect he has for 2 turns with the 40% chance to also grant Yoda 35% turn meter. And on this, the unique status effects, it doesn't work on those. But the what does the Zeta add to this?
It lowered the cooldown by 1 and it also added foresight.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So it all even if Yoda does not currently have foresight, it gives it to everybody anyways.
So this frickin' thing has a cooldown of 5 for us lowly plebs without Zetas?
Yes.
Crap, no wonder
And
I could
doesn't
just
give you
do it
foresight.
once.
Yeah, it doesn't give you foresight unless Yoda already has it.
So in this case, it gives you foresight before it does the copying of the stuff.
Yeah, it
So
gives
then,
both tenacity and foresight out.
so then everybody gains it, or just him? Oh,
Everybody.
you'd have to use the unstoppable force right to copy it to everyone.
No, that will spread it to everybody. You'll see it when you give them a spin here.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind, because it gives it to the whole team. I'm a frickin' idiot sometimes.
It's all
Um,
good. It's still early.
yeah. But here we are. He's rolling out a power level of 9800, level 85. Let's check out these numbers that you got him up to. What the frick? It's never did this before, but oh well.
Mine
His
does that quite often.
his health is 15,000, protection 26,000, and a speed 268. Holy shit! Is so that's what you're going for on him, sick speed, so you could just do the battle meditation all the time.
Yeah, well, I'm running Qui-Gon Jinn lead with the Zeta, so speed
Oh,
is my friend.
and that'll frickin' bump him up even 35 more, right? Or is it 30
30
more?
more. It's 30 more, so he ends up 298.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it gets going pretty quick.
What it
Still
tells.
doesn't do great damage, but he's more of a utility character, so
Oh, yeah, for
you know,
sure,
I
'cause
wish he did do more damage, but he doesn't, so I
ex
live with it.
especially with that foresight now that you got it Zeta and the frickin' tenacity.
Yeah, along with the foresight from Qui-Gon Jinn and the speed, it's tough to get foresight off of him.
What about these? Tell us about the how you modded this dude. It looks like you got some tenacity set, speed, and a speed set.
Yeah, the speed was for the Qui-Gon Jinn, and just because Yoda kind of benefits from speed himself because his, low hit points and protection. And tenacity, those happen to be my two best speed mods that were not speed, so I went with those.
And it looks like you in every spot you bumped up his protection minus while the arrow has the speed, and then
The
everything.
speed, I have limited options. Those are probably the only speed mods I have that are over plus 10, like on
Oh,
all of them. So I just used what I had, and it kind of worked out pretty well.
so yeah, it must have, 'cause you're frickin' kicking ass in the arena. But you've always been in the top 10 since I've known you, so that's nothing new. But it is new that you're rolling with the whole crew of Jedis out there.
Yeah, I did it a long time back with I'm a Gundy and Ayla kit, whole counter team, and but it's been a while. So anytime I can get a chance to run Jedi, I kind of lean that direction.
Cool. I try to avoid the Jedis just 'cause mine suck. But I'm a lowly pleb in this game on some of my characters, and now I'm getting tired of running Team Wigs out there. Maybe I should bump up my Jedis. I don't know. We'll see. But let's put this dude into action. Okay, dudes, here we are. It's Light Side Hard Map 9B, my frickin' arch enemy on these new maps. This thing has those relentless frickin' AoEs that just demolish my team. Hey, Ewok, and who do you think we should roll with? Yoda's pretty good with the rebels, right?
Because of his unique, he's not really giving out any specific class buffs, so you can really use anybody.
Does his leadership bring skills, or are those all Jedi
Those
centric?
are Jedi, yeah. But
Okay.
since you're gonna be going with your strongest team, which are rebels, probably just continue the trend. Maybe use K2SO or even fives, Anakin.
What to do? 'Cause um,
Anakin actually might be good if Scare Rebel Pathfinder keeps dying.
oh
Anakin will
yeah.
keep getting turn meter.
We'll roll with Little Orphan Annie. Okay, let's do this shit. I mean, I'm hoping to at least one star this thing. I'd be happy with that.
It's a rough battle. I still have only two starred it. It got much more difficult after Boba Fett got changed.
Let me turn off this frickin' audio. Why is it playing the goddamn cantina music in there? I thought it was just supposed to be frickin' set up to do just the battle sounds. Okay, here we go. What should we do first? I want to learn
Ah,
from the master.
spread out that foresight.
So that's the battle.
His last ability.
Okay, let's I forgot that he brings foresight now, because I'm used to just the tenacity. But as you can see, we only got one round of AoEs on us. So now we'll do some AoEs from Wedge until Ease. Oh, we not too bad. We'll triple hit this dude in the frickin' middle since he has the most green. Whittle him down to nothing. Now we'll shit, I don't know if I should make it rain some blood, 'cause we won't get two crits. Okay, we'll
Always a tough choice.
save that. But Anakin will knock these dudes down. Well, almost. Frickin' idiot. Should I do his basic now?
Uh, yeah,
There's
that works.
since there's no green to be stealing or
I don't know if his AoE would actually kill that guy in the red. I don't use it often enough to know how much damage it does. Oh wow.
holy crap, we're already all in the frickin' red. But we'll deuce that Scarif Pathfinder dude. He's bumping up our turn meters 15% every time he does his basic. 2 of 3. Second verse worse than the first. Okay. This is a tough one because there's two frickin' droids out there and they're both my man 86. That still baffles me that there could be two of them. What do you think here? Just his
Uh,
basic probably, right?
yeah.
Who should we go after first? These AoE dudes?
Who's that other guy?
I think
I
two of
might
them
kill
are.
the 86. You're in rough shape either way, in my opinion.
I know, look at this stuff. They frickin' got us in yellow already.
Unless Lando
Okay.
can come through here.
He can. He can. Oh! There goes Annie. Frick. There goes Lando, too. Shit. Okay. It's looking rough, but we'll, frickin'
Can stun one of the AoE guys, like the middle guy, the guy you originally started on.
with
Yep,
the,
this third ability. Since he doesn't have 100% health, it'll also stun them,
his,
or have a chance to stun them.
oh yeah. Plus, it'll remove some turn meter, so it's a good risk all around. We might get the turn meter down and a stun. But that's where to put both those on one because I guess, so it did, because the stun takes away a whole turn, right? But I guess
Yep.
it'll lengthen the time the turn he gets unstunned, right?
Yes.
Okay, now we could take out this frickin' 86. Oh, and we did. There goes frickin' Biggs. Now we should take the heat off the team maybe, put their offenses down, 'cause this Scarif dude will just frickin' resurrect. Okay, foresight all around, or too soon?
You might want to use it, yeah.
Just to frickin' see if we could survive 2 of 3.
And if you do, you actually might be able to get it back up to start the next battle.
Okay, AOE's from Wedge and Tilly's. Oh, he did some pretty good damage there. They're all in yellow at least with that offense down. Should we do the Yoda AoE?
Yeah, give it a shot.
Let's see what this thing does. It wasn't bad. It looked cool. Oh, we lost the hairless cat and the whole team. Frick. But we kind of expected that to happen, right?
It's a tough battle, man. Gear 11 tunes are pretty needed. I can only two-star the battle myself.
And the only Gear 11 dude I have is frickin' Lando. But I'll be back and we'll frickin' demolish that thing one of these days.
Not even close.
Okay, dudes, here we are out at a light side hard battles 8D. I'm gonna try to see if I could even just get me some frickin' stun cuffs today. With this, I don't even know the last time I had a frickin' victory. Always trying to do 9B. I don't know what's wrong with me. I gotta just hold off on that, figure out a plan, regroup or something. But here we are. It's Ewokkin's Yoda 7-star, power level of 9800, level 85. But let's do this shit. What do you think, Ewokkin? Should we throw in some Jedi synergy or roll with the rebels again?
I'd continue rolling with your rebels.
Okay,
Probably
let's.
replace Anakin now if you want.
Yeah, we'll throw in frickin' K2SO. He's that relentless taunter counter. Or should we roll with Akbar? Maybe get some dispels going. I can't remember. I think 9B I mean 8D will steamroll. So we'll just have
Uh,
some fun with K2SO.
I think you'll be fine with Yoda.
Especially with those foresights.
Yeah, it does show Dooku as the boss, so
That frickin' relentless counter. I hate Dooku. They should call him Counter Dooku. Okay, here we are. It's some Genosian soldiers. What do you think? Start off with his battle meditation or just basic?
You might want to save that this time.
Yeah, 'cause we're gonna. These dudes are only level 80. What kind of hard shit was it 8D anyway? We'll try his frickin' AoEs just to see what kind of damage it does, 'cause it deals special damage to all enemies. Damn, they ain't got no green above their head. Maybe we'll hold off on that so we could demonstrate the stealing of that. Okay, AoEs from Wedge and Tillies. Oh, we're gonna steamroll this stuff. But that's okay. I need to bump up my ego. More Geonosian soldiers and these frickin' battle droids. Do you know they should add to this frickin' game is those the rolling droids where you could get a shield and a frickin' just annihilate a dude. What are those called? Destroyers?
Yeah, Droidicas or something. Yeah, I know which ones you're talking to.
I
You're
think
talking like the Clone Wars ones.
yeah, those would be badass, and only if you could beat 'em, not if you just fight 'em.
Yeah, it would be fun to be them, but I could see them being more of a raid enemy.
Yeah, because I'm
Although I would
surprised
think it
they.
would be in this the last tank raid would have made a good place for them, but they're
I
not
know.
there.
I thought for sure they'd be in there, but and it would be cool, but it because they did add shields in the ship, so I don't see why they wouldn't add shields to a frickin' characters too, right?
It beats me, man. I can't tell you what they're thinking half the time.
Do you think it'll go that way?
I'm not really sure. I just kind of try to play with what I have and not predict the future.
Frick, I'm like single shooting all these dudes, and there's no green above their heads. So we'll throw on the battle meditation just so we get that foresight, 'cause that's what this video is demonstrating, the frickin' Zeta powers of Yoda. And as you can see, most lowly plebs just get the tenacity around the team, but if you got that Zeta, you got foresight all around. The whole team's gonna be frickin' dodging. We'll save Dooku for last, let them get a chance to frickin' do anything. Well, shit, I don't frickin' know what to do. Want to demonstrate some of Yoda, but it's hard to find these goddamn battles.
Usually, all I do with Yodas is basic for the most part. Just keep him going as fast as I can.
But we'll CK2SO knuckle bump this chump. Oh, you got knocked the fuck out! That's what's cool about K2SO is he has some cool animations, but he just stands there like a frickin' idiot. Look at him. But he was one of the best parts of the new movie, right?
Yeah, he was good. I'm jealous of your K2SO. I'm an iOS player and I didn't get a chance to acquire him.
And that's what they should do is frickin' add this dude to the tournaments, make it fair for everybody. But maybe then I don't know how they could do it. Just give it to you guys, right? That's
Yeah, man, I'll take a free one like you guys had. Give me a harder event. I'll even try that.
yeah, 'cause it was free, but the frickin' event was annoying as shit. We'll take the heat off the team. Now, well, Lando should put him to should wreck Dooku. Oh, he didn't. This dude's gold matted. Is it even possible to get your dude's gold matted? Not yet, right?
I believe that would be 12, so no.
Oh, victory! It was a steamrolling, but we got to see that Yoda Zeta. He's dishing out foresight like it's candy out there. And we didn't get our stun cuffs, so I'm kind of oh well. What could you do, right? It's a frickin' daily grind.
Yeah! Victory!
Okay, dude, so you just witnessed that. We had one loss and a victory. We didn't get our cuffs, but we did get to see that frickin' wicked Yoda of Ewokins with that Zeta mat. He's just handing out those frickin' foresights. Any last words on this dude? Do you recommend he's a first Zeta for some dudes, or how would you go about making your first call on who to Zeta?
I would not Zeta Yoda if you do not have General Kenobi, and if you're planning to run a Jedi team, I'd probably lean more towards Barris or Vader,
Okay.
depending on what your arena shard looks like and what teams you're able to field.
Yeah, I could see that. His Zeta's pretty good though, but like you're saying, if you're not running it, if you don't have a use for it, then don't frickin' do it, right?
Exactly. It's not something that's overpowered that's going to make you unstoppable in arena, or you're, from what screwed around with so far, that's going to solo a phase of a raid. So
But it is good to see some new frickin' meta out there, 'cause Jedi's, from what I could tell at the beginning of the game, they are probably a lot more Jedi out in the metas, and now they're coming back with these frickin' Kenobis and Yodas and Qui-Gon Jinn Zetas.
yeah, I mean, it's nice that almost any team is relevant if you have the right setup. So the CG is getting better at that. That's for sure.
What about it being in the top spots? What teams do you run into the most in the top section of the frickin' arenas?
There's a couple Empire teams that one of them's getting close to being able to screw around with my Qui-Gon Jinn team, so I might have to switch gears on that. The most difficult team I've faced by far is a Wiggs, Chase, and General Kenobi, and that's it just in my arena. I went up against one of the Bear Zetas in Galactic War one day, and that's brutal. I'm glad there's not one in my arena, so I'm happy for that.
Oh yeah, 'cause that's in the tournament I was running into frickin' the first time I've run into Bays and Chure and all those dudes was in this last tournament, 'cause I haven't really run, I don't have those frickin' big baller problems. All I see is frickin' Wigs teams where I'm at in the sitting in the arena.
Well, enjoy it while you're there.
Yeah, but I guess we better wrap it up, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed seeing a frickin' hairless cat flipping around, putting a hurting on some droids. But in all truths, Yoda is the frickin' Grand Master Jedi, so maybe I shouldn't refer to him as the hairless cat. But he has a good sense of humor, so he understands. But I'll see you guys in the next one. And thanks, Ewokin, for making an appearance. Hope to
All
see
right.
you again on here.
Thanks for having me, man.